Greetings. This is Astrologer Pam Younghans, and here is my forecast for the week of May 29th to June 4th, 2023. Giant planet Jupiter aligns with the true North Node in Taurus this week, exact on Thursday, June 1st. The North and South nodes of the Moon are not planets, but points in space that provide insights into humanity's current evolutionary path. The South Node represents old patterns we are called to leave behind, and the North Node shows qualities we are being asked to develop and nurture. The nodal axis has been in the Taurus-Scorpio polarity since January 2022. Over the past 18 months, our evolutionary growth has focused on our being able to leave behind the shadow qualities associated with Scorpio and to embody the higher qualities of Taurus. Of course, Taurus also has shadow qualities, and Scorpio has higher expressions. We are focused here on Scorpio's shadow because it is where the South Node is transiting. In 9 years' time, the nodes will be reversed, and we will be talking about the shadow side of Taurus and the higher qualities of Scorpio. That being said, here is a list of the growth path we are traveling now, which is being emphasized by Jupiter this week. This list tells us where we are moving from and what we are moving into. Moving from being easily annoyed and reactive into being patient and responsive. From being drawn to crisis and drama to being grounded, peaceful, and calm. From being merged with others emotionally and psychically to being self-reliant with strong boundaries. From being controlling or demanding to being gracious and generous. From being preoccupied with others and their motives to being centered in our own values. From being addicted to complexity to being able to enjoy simple pleasures. From being condemning to being appreciative. From being resentful to being forgiving. To help us embody these higher qualities of Taurus, here are some sensory activities that can help promote inner peace and grounding. Walking in nature, being with our animal companions. Listening to or playing music or singing. Cooking, savoring food and flavors. Enjoying beauty in the arts. Physical touch, massage, sound therapies, aromatherapy, flower essences. Smelling pleasant scents and aromas. Wearing soft fabrics and textures. A full moon occurs next Saturday, June 3rd, when the moon is at 13 degrees, 18 minutes of Sagittarius. Fiery Sagittarius is the sign of the adventurer, the explorer, the philosopher, the optimist. The sign of the archer encourages us to step out of our comfort zone, to be more understanding and tolerant of differences, to take action based on wisdom and intuition, and to search for life's deeper meanings, rather than being content with just the facts. However, a full moon always requires a balance of polarities. With the Sun in Aries Gemini opposing the Sagittarius moon, we are asked to use both intuition and logic, to take inspired action, but also to be thoughtful and communicative, to be optimistic, but also reasonable, to stretch ourselves mentally and physically, but also to attend to our immediate surroundings and daily routines. The Sag moon is trine Mars in Leo at the time of the lunation. This positive aspect amplifies courage, confidence, and stamina to be utilized in whatever creative endeavor we might choose. However, the moon is also semisquare Pluto in Aquarius, so we can anticipate that the full moon will illuminate beliefs and worldviews that must be transmuted, since they are not supported by our expanding understanding of reality. And with the moon square Saturn in Pisces, our ability to fully enjoy the moment may feel blocked, either due to outer restrictions or because of an underlying pessimistic or fear-based belief. In galactic astrology, Saturday's full moon is conjunct an infrared object called IFR G333.6-02. With this IFR activated, new ideas and information will enter our awareness, requiring us to have greater flexibility of mind and a broader vision. All rigid beliefs and dogma must be released if we are to clearly receive and fully benefit from these data downloads. Here are this week's most important planetary aspects with my brief interpretations. There are no major aspects exact either Monday or Tuesday. On Wednesday, Venus is square Eris and the Sun is semisquare Eris. Codependent relationships encounter difficulties with these aspects. One or both parties feel a strong need to express the truth about their thoughts and feelings. On Thursday, Mars is quincunx Saturn. This frustrating aspect can increase a tendency to blame or criticize either self or other if things are not going well. Efforts to improve matters may feel blocked. At its essence, this aspect slows us down, providing an opportunity to gain clarity on our needs and desires, and requiring that we take necessary steps to better enable their fulfillment. And on Thursday, Jupiter is exactly conjunct the North Node. We may feel especially expansive and optimistic with this alignment, or we may be aware of where we are falling back into old patterns. On Friday, Venus is trine Neptune. Compassion, understanding, and empathy are all enhanced with this aspect. This can improve relationships and also artistic or spiritual endeavors. On Saturday, the full moon perfects at 8:41 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, when the moon is at 13 degrees 18 minutes of Sagittarius. On Sunday, Mercury is conjunct Uranus. The mind is very active today as the planet of the rational mind aligns with the planet of higher consciousness. We are more open to aha moments, insights, and new ideas as these two planets conjoin, and our perspectives on reality are shifting. However, this can be a highly nervous energy, almost electrical, so remember to breathe and connect with nature or find other ways to ground yourself. If your birthday is this week, there may be times this year when things are moving more slowly than you would ideally prefer. If this occurs, understand that the cosmos are giving you the opportunity to slow down and to reflect, especially if you have been moving at hyperspeed in some area of your life. Gemini's need for variety can sometimes leave us breathless. Taking time to breathe more consciously on a regular basis is especially vital this year. This simple exercise will help you get in touch with what you really value and desire, rather than feeling driven to fill in every spare moment with a mental activity. As always with Gemini, the challenge lies in your answer to this question: am I in charge of my mind, or is my mind controlling me? This is Astrologer Pam Younghans, wishing you an insightful week. Thank you for being with me on this journey.
We hope that you have enjoyed this article. For over 30 years, we at Inner Self have sought to encourage new attitudes and new possibilities. For more inspiration, visit us at innerself.com. Thank you. Visit the Inner Self Market for new attitudes and new possibilities. You'll find inspiring books, wonderful music CDs, audiobooks, card decks, candles, jewelry, gifts, all kinds of wonderful things. Visit us at market.innerself.com.